Good morning, my internet darlings. The team match event is officially over. I did end up getting all of the rewards that I possibly wanted, and this is just a little thing showing all of the rewards that I did end up getting. Well, almost all the rewards. I unfortunately forgot to record a few sections, so it doesn't show where I did get 260 points out of one of these boosters. We did manage to actually get an EX out of a rainbow booster, though, which I was super excited about. Granted, it's Malamar, so it's not that exciting, but dude, to get an EX out of one of these things is kind of amazing to me. We got oodles and oodles of these enhancement boosters. We just popped open enhancement boosters left and right because we were pretty much losing. I was on the other opposite end of where you get an opponent that you completely outmatch. I was the one that was getting all the people that were completely outmatching me and kept losing. But that's fine. It's whatever. We lowered our ranking a little bit, but not too much, so we can still push to get into that top whatever. I believe I'm currently standing at like 1950 for the monthly ranking, so I should be able to get I should be able to get at least a decent ranking this month. We did end up getting a couple of sparkle boosters. Unfortunately, we still do not have the shiny evolution. Neither one of them. I haven't gotten Vaporeon, I haven't gotten Jolteon, which is unfortunate. I do expect them to bring out at least one more of those shiny Eevees for an event. I'm a little over it though. All I really care about are the points, getting those EX cubes and such. My average point out of this was 126. However, there was one point in time when we were at a 10 multiplier that I was getting like 260 at, which is pretty nifty. I'm a big fan. We did get some EX cubes, some EX ingots, all the things. It was nice. I did end up running through a lot of these resources though, powering up some of the Pokemon that I've gotten recently. Sorry about my voice and all of this, guys. It's allergy season, unfortunately, here in California, because California is confused. California seems to think that it's spring when it's not. It's not supposed to be. But we did get all of the team match achievement rewards, which made me pretty happy. I'm happy about that. And we're going to go ahead and open up one more of these enhancement boosters. I know you're probably sick of seeing them. We've got a rare metal, an ingot common, a cube common, 3 Carmenite. I'm going to go ahead and tippy tap this rainbow booster as well. And then I kind of want to show off a duel that was shared with me that I actually managed to see the entire thing of and record it. Made me super happy. We're going to get a regular Jolteon. I would have preferred the shiny, but that's just because I want all the figures. Okay, so this is the match I was telling you about. Keith brought this to my attention, and I couldn't help but record it and check it out. Thankfully, it actually let me see the entire match. And this is almost exactly a mirror match. Keith has double chance, double X attack, Gold Block, and Max Revive. His opponent has double X speed, double X attack, Max Revive, and Gold Block. It's super crazy, and if you're not aware, Swablu, the evolution for Altaria, their passive ability is for each one of those, and it does stack. Your opponent's damage is brought down by 10. And then, of course, Stuffle, he halves your opponent's damage as well. So it makes for some interesting watching, because if you don't have X attack and you're doing a mirror match, this thing could go on literally forever. Like, seriously and literally forever. All the Swablu are on the field, and it makes for -30 and then halved it's just nuts. It's completely crazy. And it did feel like this would go on forever, but it didn't. Thankfully, one person does win. But it's super crazy, and I just wanted to share it with you because my jaw was dropping watching this, because it tries to go into the negatives. You can see when it's going down and going down and going down, it tries to go into the negatives. So they are once again at an even X attacks don't really seem to make that much of a difference, because you knock something out and something else is coming back in. It tries to go negative, doesn't work. Wave arms, thankfully, if it doesn't knock you out, or it still puts you back to the bench. So when you're mirror matching, it's a little bit crazy. We've got Swablu versus Swablu now, and yeah, even round doesn't do anything when you've got 3 Swablu on the opponent's side as well. It was nuts. This is probably one of the craziest matches that I've seen, and I've seen a lot of crazy matches lately. If you haven't checked out Care Bear's channel, they've got an interesting synergy deck going on that I'm trying to replicate, but I don't quite have the chain levels to get there. But I've tried it out, and it is a really good deck. Let me tell you, my own uncommon deck includes a Stuffle as well as Marini and a few others. I can't remember them all now. I believe there's also a Vibrava and a Shuppet in there, but I don't remember everything that's in there. Watching this particular match makes me think I need to shove Swablu in there as well, because it's crazy. Especially if you have more than one, you can just decimate your opponent's attacks completely. Because as you know, uncommons, they don't really get a whole lot of damage usually, unless you're running a super crazy Cacnea, etc. I'm currently working on my Cacneas to try to get them up to chain level 10. I've got one at chain level 4. Yeah, level 10, chain level 4. I'm still working on it. It takes a lot of grinding, and I don't really have that kind of time for the most part. And look at that. Just all of it. It all goes down, and five measly points can mean the difference between winning a match and losing a match on this one. Negative versus negative. It tries to go negative. Like I said, it did feel like this one was gonna go on forever, but I believe Elliot makes either a misplay or a purposeful "let's just get this finished" kind of deal. Oh goodness! So they both got wave arms there, so they both went back to the bench. And I promise you, this one isn't going to go on forever, but I just needed to share it after seeing what Keith showed me. I had to share it. Okay. Now, if one of them had a hurdle jump, it would have been over a lot faster, I feel like. The double chances and the X speeds are really great, but in the end, a little bit of mobility would have gone a long way. And we've got Stuffle versus Stuffle again, doing the exact same attack, both going back to the bench. Oh my goodness. And Swablu versus Swablu, unfortunately. Doesn't matter, because 0 versus 0 doesn't do anything. Oof. This was just crazy. Now, right around here is where it's normally been disappearing on me. That 5, man. That 5 made a difference. But you're still going back to the bench. Oh, my goodness. It's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. 0 versus 0 does nothing. Now, like I said, right about here is where it normally happens. And there's the misplay. He backs up, gets surrounded, and that made all the difference in the world, even though kind of still mirror match. Oh, excuse me. Stuffle versus Stuffle once again, and that miss was critical, because now you're actually have the advantage. 2 versus 2 at the moment. All he's got to do is go right around. Somebody is goal blocked, but it doesn't entirely matter, because next turn they can get surrounded because you don't have the mobility to go all the way around. No more max revive, and that's the game. That's all of it. They forfeited because there was nothing they could do. It's a little bit crazy. But as you can see, I did pick up some more gems because I did want to go through a few more quadruples, see if I can get another Altaria or maybe a Mega Altaria. It would be very, very nice. I'm really hyped about these new figures. Sableye is not the beast that I thought it was going to be. It is more of a utility, unfortunately, but the Altaria, especially in the duels that I've seen on featured duels and on other people's channels, is kind of crazy. So nothing but trash so far. Can we get something nifty? We got a Shintok, which I believe we already have 3, so that can go in for chain levels. Dude, these loading screens have been taking so long. I'm not a fan of all the loading. Come on. I know other people have noticed it. I'm hoping the Pokemon Duel is going to do something about that soon, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. They don't seem to notice a lot of the bugs that happen, such as, featured duels, erroring out. Awesome, we got another Zorua. That will only be our second one, so I'm super happy about that. We'll probably get another uncommon. Yep, the Cottony. So, dude, 2 Cottonies, really? Eventually, I'm going to have just the best one ever. I'm going to have the best Cottony. And it's not even going to matter, because Cottony's trash. But Zorua, I'm super happy about. I haven't tried evolving my Zoroark. I just put him as is in a deck. Well, not as is. Obviously, I powered him up a little bit. But haven't tried evolving, so I am interested in trying that. Seeing what kind of shenanigans I can get up to with that. And we've got trash on this one. Lots of trash. So, Spiritomb. I don't need any more Spiritomb after that last batch. I have way too many Spiritombs. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so I think we've got, this one and one more left to go. Hopefully we can pull something nifty out of it. I'm hopeful. I am. But I'm, again, not holding my breath. The devs don't really seem to see what we really want, what we really like, and it doesn't matter to them. Excuse me a minute, I need to hiss at a cat. I'm getting into stuff they shouldn't be getting into, because I spent all of yesterday rearranging the room quite a bit. It doesn't really look like it, but it's been rearranged quite a bit. So there's a lot of stuff that's out that shouldn't be out, that the cats are getting into, unfortunately, because bags. Oh. I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff. At one point in time, we were getting Nerd Block, which is a subscription box full of nifty, nerdy things, and not all of them are so nifty, but my husband tends to hoard things. So we finally went through, all of it and got rid of a bunch of stuff. It's not all out of the house yet, but they are in bags ready to go and be donated. Seriously, another Spiritomb. Alright, so that was it for those. I am going to go ahead and open up these single exchange booster tickets and see if I can get something nifty. It would also be nifty if they would let us use, like, for the double exchange, 2 of the booster tickets, or for the quad exchange, 4 of the booster tickets, etc. I think that would be a very nice change. I doubt the devs are going to do it, but I mean, they finally gave us a way to get rid of to exchange our AI tickets. So, who knows? Maybe that's a change they will eventually make. I would much rather, instead of having single exchanges, pool my booster tickets for a tentuple or a quad pack. I like that a lot better. It's annoying to have to use them all on this single exchange. That would definitely be a way that they could make us a little bit happier and possibly even make more money. Come on. But I don't see that happening anytime in the near future. We'll just keep our fingers crossed, because there's no real way for us to contact the devs in a language other than Japanese, which I don't know. And I do not trust Google Translate to translate it properly for me. Alright, last one, I believe. Let's see if we can get... Oh!